I'm going to try to keep this video level-headed and not shout somewhere in the 4-minute mark. You guys know how that happens, but you'll be wondering, what in the world is this video now about? Why is he telling us that he's going to try not to shout? Do y'all remember when I had to deal with a lot of the console gamers tell me that the reason they don't want to play on PC, or the reason they don't really like PC, is because these PC games come with a lot of broken ports? Do you remember that? Okay, if you didn't remember, let me give you some context. So I made videos saying, hey guys, PC offers these proposition, and some console users said to me, well, the problem that we have with PC is because of these broken PC ports. They watched a lot of folk who basically blew this stuff out of proportion, did not predicate this whole thing as something that should be levied at the feet of the developers, and they went ahead and somehow equated that to being a problem with the platform itself. These same console gamers, some of them having microphones and cameras like me, somehow having seen that a game of notoriety, noteworthy, whatever you want to call it, which will be releasing on a PlayStation, is also misbehaving. And do you know what they're trying to do? They're trying to make a similar argument that I've made. Why are all these people dying, banging on the door to join my debate team? They all make these arguments, and these are arguments, not just me, but I'm going to claim it because I know it's okay. I'll claim it for everybody. But people who have had sense about these matters have made. Look at Reforge Gaming. Look at this small clip that he puts out here. Astro Cyborg, shout out to you. Listen to what he says.
People are really upset that I guess I'm not drawing attention to what's going on with Digital Foundry. I didn't have a time to watch that yet. I will watch that. I saw the reports that Metal Gear is not running well on consoles. It's actively running worse on the PS5 Pro. My theory on that is we'd have, somewhere between 70 and 100 something games that have implemented enhancements very well. One game is not an indictment of the entire platform. It sounds like they probably tried to do things late stage.
Hold on. So, in my case, he says there have been 7 to 10 games that have implemented, these PSS 5 Pro things very well. Well, in my case, there are tens of thousands of games. I'm trying not to shout. That's what that is. There are thousands of games that have properly implemented their optimization pristinely. 20 games. 50 games out of the pool of about 100,000 games is not an indictment. Hold on, I want to sit here and I want to sound like him. Sorry, but this has got to happen. Let me go ahead and rewind this and then let's play it again. Let me hear him.
On that is we'd have, somewhere between 70 and 100 something games that have implemented enhancements very well.
We have somewhere between 70,000 to 100,000 games that have implemented enhancements very well. I mean, judging by the timelines, the enhancements of their time, they probably don't have these new enhancements that we have today. The Fugazi, things like PSSR, FSR, and upscaling technologies that tried to Fugazi us into thinking that fake frames are the stuff of legend. I just added that one for color. Let's keep going.
One game is not an indictment of the entire platform. It sounds like...
Okay, so 100 games is not an indictment. Actually, 1,000 games is not an indictment on the entire platform. What are you talking about?
They probably tried to do things late stage.
I don't care when they tried to do things. What I've learned is that they eventually wake up when their publisher finally gets a few cash dollars in. They, usually will go back and tell you, oh, wait, look, the game now works fine. Look at Gotham Knights, for instance. Anyways, let's keep going here.
With PSSR and did a poor job implementing it. I mean, that would be my theory.
This is not a PSSR matter, sir. What?
Got a ton of games that have showcased PSSR in a very good way.
Hold on. This is not a PSSR. Why? The earlier implementations of PSSR also had their own challenges, but the developers worked their way. Reforge Gaming, do you remember Star Wars Jedi Survivor and its PSSR implementation at first? which was kind of wonky. And then what did they do? They went ahead and they worked it out. So if these guys over at Konami could not implement a PSSR solution, they could have easily had other options. They used Unreal Engine. TSR is there. This is solely at the feet of the developer. And that's how it's always been. However, I thought I'd entertain a little bit of this just so that we could make that point very clear, that the developers are responsible for the performance of their game because they made the game, they scaled the game, they chose the game. It's not the hardware's fault because they could have made a game suitable for the hardware. Yo, did Metal Gear Solid 5 not run on the PS4 pristinely? What in the world is going on here? Oh, they use the Fox engine. So what? So what? Oh, no support for the Fox engine. Should have gone back to the Fox engine. Y'all made the game. Y'all made your bed. You lie on it. No need to start running interference for PlayStation. All you need to do is provide a reasonable argument that puts the onus, the responsibility on the developer. If you do that, though, today, I will hold on to this video clip for the next broken port that a dev delivers to PC because they didn't spend time doing their job and they took the easy road to optimize for console, launch, and then go back to start working on PC. Or in some cases, they launched everything broken. Rise of Ruin.
So I think people are always quick to turn this into a console war, and it's like, I mean,
No. You all made it sound like the consoles had a better advantage. You deceived a lot of those people that came to, maybe not you specifically, but your missives, including the missives of others, deceived other people who came to my platform and told me that the reason they're not gaming on PC is because PC has been launching with many broken ports. Rather than actually say these developers are not doing their jobs, but now that it's come to PlayStation's front door, you want to exercise reason. Good on you. All we can do is simply substitute PlayStation in this whole missive for PC or Xbox or Series S or Steam Deck or anything else. Am I right?
letting people know it's performing poorly is good, but turning it into like a, oh yeah, PS5 is terrible and the Pro is a scam. It's like there are so many.
Hold on. I know that the PS5 Pro is a scam. However, I am not going to put poor development practices and give them the way out when they haven't done their jobs. But sure, the PS5 is a scam, other reasons involved. However, if this game is not even performing exceptionally well, right, then you already have a problem with a more powerful device. Like, yes, it has a little bit more juice than the base PS5. What's the problem here?
Games that have utilized PSSR very well. I'm imagining this was something they did late and they didn't do a good job.
No, they didn't do a good job. No caveats. No, they didn't do it late. It's their own job to have done a good port for their game.
Because they probably were either close to near the end. And
I'm done. There's no reason to say too many words. No one hates devs. We know that they're under publisher constraints. You know Konami. See how Konami went ahead and literally stopped the development of Metal Gear Solid 5. Yes, it was expensive, to finish such a project. But man, they did what they didn't want to spend any more money. That's the same corpo that you think you're going to sit here and say, oh, they did it late? No, not at all. Anyways, I just hit my microphone out of excitement. I didn't yell. Did I yell? I didn't yell. Notice I didn't yell, right? But should I hear one more person tell me about how PC has bad ports because they actually optimized for your platform and didn't for PC because they wanted to basically cop out? This video is going to be thrown in thy face. Okay? Thank you for watching the video. Peace out.